Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Parkitect. I am, of course, the ConflictNerd, and today we have the makings of a new zone here in our park, which, by the way, can I just point out, we haven't actually named the entire park yet, so, you know, if you maybe want to get on some ideas there, feel free, because I may take some names from the comments. Just saying, we might do that. Anyway, this is going to be the mining zone. Not a very exciting name, but I figured I'd put the old wooden roller coaster down in here. I was, as I've mentioned several times before, gonna put the wooden roller coaster going through the haunted house area, but I do kind of like the idea of keeping this fairly contained to itself. So that's going to be the plan here. What I would also like to do is pop over here and make sure, I just wanted to make sure if it was the last episode or if it was maybe off camera that I put the exit back here, as people have been pointing out. It was, what the balls are you guys doing up on the hill? Interesting. Okay, very interesting indeed. There's some people up on the hills. They shouldn't be. There you go, guys. There's no one else, like, lost in the mountains, is there? Doesn't look like it, so we're probably okay on that front, which is nice. Doesn't look like anyone's missing or anything like that, so we're probably good. Anyone stuck in the station? Yup. A whole bunch of people are stuck in the station there. You know what I would give? I would give so much to be able to sort of shift-click a bunch of these guys and move them all at once. Because I'll be honest, clicking each one individually is not all that exciting. Okay, they are all off of the platform, which is nice. Let's just make sure that the rest of them get out of there. They seem to have done so. Let's go ahead and very quickly just add in some benches back there, because I realize that's not something I have. And if the, there's the icons there. Let's just add some benches back here sort of along that station, so that people on that side can, you know, have a seat if they so desire. There we go. That will, yeah, that'll let people sit down. These guys around here are all shattered, so that's hopefully going to get sorted. Also looks like this needs a bit of a longer queue, which I will look into at some point. Right now, I'm going to sort of leave it as it is. Is that maybe the problem? No, because people were stuck on this one, and it had a long queue as well, has a long queue. So, I don't know. It's very weird that people get stuck on the platforms, but we'll deal with that at some point. Anyway, to the new area it is. I reckon we're going to use the orange paths here, so let's do a little thing, just a little thing like this, I reckon. Sort of a little square that they can sort of come out onto there, and I think the entrance can also be something a bit like this. Okay, that did not work. Let's do... Okay, that is not working. Let's just do this. There we go. and bring it around. Okay, that didn't work in the slightest. Good. We'll do it from this side then. And it's raining. Oh, rain. How I love rain. It's, yeah, it's certainly a thing. I'm not much of a fan of it. It annoys me. I've had it rain quite heavily during time lapses, which is especially annoying since I know it's going to look awful. As you may have seen in the time lapse at the start of this video, it did a little bit of raining in that, and I wasn't very happy about it. I'll tell you that. It was thoroughly annoying. Let me just go ahead and put a little bit of iron fencing just there, and there. And I may do it around there as well and put some trees in that space just to sort of, you know, just close off the roller coaster from the public. I don't really want them sort of, I guess, getting to the roller coaster. I don't want that to be a thing they can do. So I guess I will just go ahead and fence it off, which I guess I've sort of done already. If I just bring this fence down here, like it completely borders the roller coaster. And that should be fine, really. Especially if I take it up to there, because then you have the... Oh, no, it goes through the thing, though. Okay, well, that's not happening. Let me just get rid of that. This is fine. This nicely borders it and closes it in. And I can even go as far as doing that. And then putting some low fences around here, and I can do some decorations and stuff. So that's going to look good. Let's do some low fences just around here. There we go. Also, if by any chance a developer happens to stumble across this video, or if someone can, you know, inform a developer, it would be great if the pillars of the taller fences took priority over the lower fences, so that this pillar just went up to the top and the lower fence joined onto it. Just saying. Just please. This annoys me more than it should. It really does. It's just a little pet peeve. Just a little, you know, little thing that I think we can all agree the game would literally be a million times better if the tall pillar took priority over the short one. Literally a million times better. I shit you not. You know, I have sort of come to the conclusion that there's no reasonable way to get to the mines, and I'm sort of thinking a path is probably just my better option. I don't think I necessarily want another train coming over here, because I think that's a little bit much. I also think I will just go ahead and run a path of some sort through the mountain to get to this side, because again, it's probably for the best. I think I'm just going to make it really long though, so it's not exactly the favorite thing for people to use, but I will also put it just over here, because this is probably the best space for it. So let's just run a path straight through there, not like that, straight through there. So through the mountain like so. Yeah, this is going to be good. It's going to be good. Let's just run it there. This is going to be problematic because it has to go, I guess, left and straight on a little bit. And I guess to the right and straight on a little bit. Then down a few tiers. Let's go down and then down again. Can we go down again? I don't think we can. Okay. Interesting. Go back a little, just a little bit, then left. Then we probably want to avoid the train or the roller coaster, so bring it up a little bit and to the right. Nope, bring it straight on and then to the right, like so, and then to the left, like so, and then again to the up and straight on, and that's oh bugger. Well, it didn't need to go up. We got that going for us. So straight on and I guess out of the mountain. That's oh, it's too low. Okay, it's too close to the roller coaster. Okay, well, what we'll do then, have it go straight on a little bit more. And I'm actually going to have this one just run into the mountain and meet it, so it comes out there. So that can go left and right and left. And beautiful. We have a nice connected path for this area, which, again, you know, it's a little bit of a lengthy walk, but it is a way through that people can take, and it is, you know, it's going to save them a journey on the train. I didn't really want to do this, but people get stuck in the platforms, and I mean, I guess it makes sense. You really wouldn't have the park disconnected the way I had it. So hopefully this will get some reasonable use. I am going to go ahead, though, and just put some rocks in here just to sort of, you know, decorate the area, make it look a little bit, just a little bit decent. So put that down there, and put a rock down, hold on, just there. And give me a small rock, but let me size it up a little bit, like that. Come on, let me just put it in, like, that space. No, that space. No, that space. Then this one needs to go back where it was, to there. Then we need a nice tall rock of some description to go back there. No, it's not going to work. Bring it down a little bit. Can I fit it in there anywhere? It's probably not going to let me, is it? It's going to want to get rid of the toilets, which is not good. Really don't want to get rid of those. Oh, come on. Let me do the... Oh, there's a spot. That works. Okay, then can I rotate this and chuck it over there? It's probably going to get rid of the small rock, isn't it? Yeah, it did. That's alright, though. I don't really mind. I'm never going to really look at the area from that angle, so it's probably okay to get rid of that. Let me just chuck a smaller rock down there. A nice little small rock just there. And that honestly doesn't look too bad. I don't mind how this area looks. Can I sink a rock into the mountain a little bit? I actually can, which I really appreciate that I can do that. That's nice. That's a nice touch, that I can sort of sink them into the mountain, because that actually sells the look a little bit better. This one can go sort of there. They are all sort of on a grid right now, which isn't the best thing in the world. Maybe I will get rid of that one and sink this one a little bit into the mountain. Just, come on, just sort of somewhere there. There. I guess, no, that's a little bit much. There's too many rocks there. Just give me this one sort of there. Yeah, that's a bit better. So now what we're gonna need is just a little bit of the good old grass. Long grass. So I want to just chuck that in around the rocks a little bit to make it look like there might be just a little hint of life in there. Because, well, there might be. There might not be, but it just helps sell the look. Makes it look like there's stuff going on around there. And honestly, this area in general kind of needs that, because this is just a little bit ugly, but I think that's good. I think that helps sell the look, so now we need to do the same on this side. There we go, little pathway is done. So, I'll tell you what I haven't done around here yet. I haven't actually done any terrain painting in this area, which is something I absolutely need to do. Now, here's the question. That is, in fact, the type of terrain paint I was looking for, so never mind my question. Let's just do a little bit of terrain painting, which I know isn't all that exciting, but just a little bit of terrain painting for at least the good old food court here, and we'll be pretty much sorted. I'll do it just around the path of the food court as well, just to get it out of the way. Also, I might do terrain painting on the just underneath the train tracks there. What would that look like? Definitely interesting. Would it maybe be better to do that, sort of along that bit? Because that is a little bit more accurate for what the tracks would be, which I don't mind. That's not what I want. I think having it paved is a bit much, and I'm thinking, yeah, that's a bit much. That's the orange. What's this one? That one definitely not, and the sand is also not an option. I think we'll go with this. We'll do that under the track while it's alongside the path, because it's definitely an interesting look. I actually really like that. It just sells the whole train track look, so I guess that does mean I'm going to have to just bring the terrain paint just sort of along there a little bit to help with the help sell the look. I know I said I'd only do one area, but well, we're doing a couple. So let's do that. Let's do along there as well. And to hell with it, I'm doing a bunch of it, apparently. This is my bad. I said I'd only do a little bit. Apparently I lied. Interesting thing to note while I'm laying down all of this terrain paint, the staff are actually using their rest area, which is really cool. I'm actually super pleased about that, because I didn't know that they would. So that's nice. It's nice that they're doing that, and I think I'm actually done with the terrain paint in this area, which is super good news. It looks like everywhere is, in fact, painted. And, no, everywhere except for this bit of path over here, so we'll just do this, because, you know, it's only one little bit. There we go. That's the terrain painting done for the area. So, here's a fun fact. I introduced this episode with a time-lapse of this area, and we have yet to do anything over here, so probably a good idea to do something about that, huh? That's probably a good idea. Let's see what we can do then. I think this staircase is definitely going to go here. So we'll have, I say staircase, I didn't mention we're doing a staircase. We're doing a staircase, by the way. So let's turn it that way and go down and flat. And then this, no, we'll go flat again. Then this way and again, and then we go down, and then we go to here, and then we turn to the right, and we go to the right again, and then we go down. You know what, that staircase would look a hell of a lot better if it was actually sort of even. So we'll do this, we go up, I think, then left. No, I did it wrong. We go up and flat and left. So that looks better. Obviously not even, which I think I might actually, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna make it even. I'm gonna give it a sort of even space. So this needs to go there, this needs to go there, then up and flat and left. So it goes to there. Right, so let's do the terraforming to fix that. I want this to come out to here. There we go. Okay, can I then smooth this to look... well, I technically can. I guess that's okay if I just sort of smooth this out a little bit. This isn't working. This failed miserably. Let's do some smoothing for here. Then let's do some smoothing for here. Then let's do some smoothing for here. And then we do some smoothing for here. Right. I guess my pathway, which I actually realize isn't quite done. I guess my pathway is just going to have to be sort of cut into the mountain then. So smooth this out to here, smooth this out to here, and smooth this out to here. I guess that works. That's a little bit, it's a little bit kind of not what I was looking for. But I guess it will do, I suppose, unless I can sort of flatten this back a little. Okay. So we're going to run a tunnel through the mountain again, because apparently we really like tunnels. So another tunnel, and it's actually going to connect to this path over here. Because that means we have an easy connection to this area. Basically, each area is sort of on its own, but they all have a they all have connections and stuff like that, which is fantastic. So this is exactly what I want. I'll tell you what though. It would be really nice if I could get the curved pieces to work, because they do exist. I'm just very curious as to how exactly they work. Because technically I should be able to put something like this in, and I said something like that. I mean something like this, really. Like something like that, and just sort of have it work. The problem is, that's kind of not how this works, you know? It doesn't really do that. So I am desperately trying to get this to sort of look curved, but it doesn't sit flat with the pathway is the problem. It does sit raised up a little bit, so it doesn't really look like a flattened pathway. So I guess we're sort of stuck with this for now, which is fine, I guess. It does the job, and yeah, I guess I'll do some terrain painting around it to make it stand out a little bit more. Also, you need to be that. And you need to come down like that. So there we go. That's the terrain painting around you. What about you, though? I'm not going to do... I don't think I will do white around that. I could do a darker orange. Oh, no, I couldn't, because that changes the mountain. Never mind. Maybe I won't do that, then. I could do it down here, but I kind of like it to be up there, too. I guess this is fine. I guess this works. Give me some pathways. Let me find a nice sort of entrance space. I guess the entrance can sort of be... that kind of thing for that area? No, that looks a bit dumb. Maybe not. Maybe we'll just do a single path sort of coming in. Well, no, we'll do the double. And I guess that works. I guess that's okay. We can put some stuff in here. We do, of course, as always, need a food court, which I think this time we're going to make look different. So bring this pathway along here, a nice thick path on that side, and bring this along here, and we'll sort of angle this around here and connect it there. So this is going to be where our food court is going, and this means that we're going to need to be a little bit creative with this one. Because technically we could just put all the stuff, well, I guess we could actually just put all the buildings around it and put some paths in the middle for people to sit on. I guess that would work. Technically? Alternatively, a path there and a path there. Yeah, you know what, I actually like this idea better. Because this way I can do balloons, bubble tea, burgers. That's not where I wanted burgers. Burgers and candy. Then Chinese food, cotton candy, hot dogs, and hot drinks. And we can basically get everything sort of back to back around here. Hopefully we have enough to do this, actually. It doesn't look like we will. Snow cones can go there. Soft drinks, souvenirs, umbrellas. I guess we'll skip vending machines and do toilets. I guess that makes sense. So we have sort of got that space for all of this, which on one hand I like, on the other I'm actually going to, you know what? On the other, I'm going to completely redo it. And our new food court's done. So I went with a bit of a different style on this, as you can probably tell. This one actually has food and drink. Snow cones don't quite count there, but food and drink sort of separated. The seating area is in kind of behind them in this area. I went with the darker grass here just to sort of keep the general theme of the area, which is that it's a mine. So the any grass here is not going to be great grass, but a bit of a darker grass in there for the trees. The trees don't look very mine-like, but I like the idea that the eating/seating area is a little bit sort of secluded and sort of cut off from the rest of the park. I did go ahead and put the orange paving underneath all of the paths and fenced in some areas as well. Put some vending machines over here. And I don't know if I pointed out that we have these trees here. I don't actually think I mentioned that at any point, but we have those. You've probably seen them before this point, but, you know, figured I'd just point that out. I don't actually think I mentioned at any point that I put those trees in there. So, there you go. There's a fun little fact there. That's, yeah, just the home of fun facts. That's what this channel is. Sure. Let's just put some logs in here. I think this space can sort of be a little bit more sort of along the theme of sort of a combination of the haunted house and just a mine. Because like I said, a mine isn't going to have very vibrant trees. It's just more of it's an intentional choice to have vibrant trees over in the seating area. Just so it looks a little bit, just a little bit more pleasant, actually. Speaking of more pleasant, I'm going to go for a bit of an orange here. A little bit of a darker orange. Actually, maybe not. We'll go with the blue. A little bit of a sort of faded blue. For I guess, technically that spot could do with that. I actually don't know where this could go. There, possibly. I guess there is probably the best spot for a little sort of, that is not blue. That is, that's definitely not blue, is what that is. No, it's blue. There we go. A little bit of a blue archway there. I think I'll do another one just there. So it's sort of leading into that space. Do these connect together? They do not. That disappoints me. Oh, you can overlap them though? Oh, I could totally do a little covered space in there if I wanted to. I don't think I will though. I didn't actually know those could overlap though, so that's super interesting. I can also place them on the, if the buildings weren't so tall, I could put them on those. Which is super interesting, but I did not know those could overlap. Oh, now that makes things very interesting indeed. So yeah, you can totally do that with them, although it's going to look kind of hideous here. But you can totally make these overlap. That's actually that's super cool. I'm very much okay with the fact I can do that. What I may actually try then is covering a station with them, because that could be fun. If I went with a, I guess if I went with this one, that would look a little bit haunted, really. But I'm curious to see if how well the station will function with those over it, because that's not terrible looking, honestly. That is not terrible looking. I'm kind of alright with that. Let me click here and actually turn this station on then. Let me set the price to be like $2, since it's not a very good coaster. And I will ride that one eventually. What's the price of this one? That one's $3. I guess it's a bit more exciting. This one I'll actually ride now, just to prove my point. Apparently I can't. Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. Now we're riding the coaster. So this one goes up, like so. And it's more for aesthetics than it is for excitement, because what it does is it sort of has this sudden drop into the mountain, like so. Comes around a little bit, it's not all that fast. It comes up and then back down into the mountain. It stays underground for quite a while. It's actually spiraling there, which you wouldn't really know. It slows down and then sort of speeds up as it comes around here for a bit of a drop. And then just back up into the station. Like I said, it's... Oh god, it looks terrible from here. Like I said, it's not very exciting, but it looks good from out here. That's basically the point of it. It looks good from out here, and I'm going to be honest, that's all I really care about at this point. Because, yeah, I'm a bit of a prick. So, let's go ahead and just... get me some trees. We do have other types of tree. I just don't think they, like, I don't know that these necessarily work around here. They look very, they don't look like necessarily the kind of trees I'd want in this space. But I guess I'll try and add a couple of them just to, sort of mix things up a little bit for, around here. Because I do want to, of course, add in my classic fir trees. So I'm going to just chuck that in there. Chuck that in there and get me a nice rounded fir tree for there. Okay, I guess it doesn't look all that bad. I guess I can make this space look a little bit more like a forest. Just for here. And probably the space between the two zones as well is going to be sort of fleshed out with trees and stuff like that to make it look a little bit more forest-like. So I guess I should probably get to that. So we'll just chuck a bunch of trees there. Sort of space them out a little bit so I can get different types of trees in there. And chuck another one there and there. So this, by the way, is my top tip strategy for making forests in, I guess it can apply to city skylines as well, is just place them everywhere and anywhere and don't make straight lines, which is exactly what I'm doing right now. So make a little bit of a curve there, make a little bit of a sort of bit sticking out there. And that looks a little bit like a forest. It's a bit of a mess because it's kind of a straight line here. So just add them in, make them a little bit more dense there. Maybe add in some smaller trees to just flesh it out a little bit and fill up some of the spaces because it looks a little bit too spaced out. It looks like it's been, you know, planned to be spaced out. So, let's see. We'll do this and all of this. That looks a little bit better. I think I will. It looks bad because I've got it. I've got the forest ending right along the train line. There's no trees on the other side, so I'll chuck a couple of small trees on this side of the train, and that actually looks all right to me. A bit of a forest. Oh wow, those are all workers coming over here. Never mind. I thought those were guests. There are, I guess, there is a guest. The guy wearing the sombrero. Actually, there's a couple of guests around here, so that's okay. That is okay by me. It's just a bit of an issue that guests don't actually seem all that interested in coming over here. I'm pretty sure that's also a worker there. That's probably that's janitor, yeah. Yeah, guests don't seem all that keen on coming over here. I'll tell you what I should also do as well. Probably a staff path to get there, rather than having them go the whole way around. Because right now that's a long way to go for staff to get there, so the best thing to do is probably get rid of this fence, and we'll do a staff pathway, just going in there. So it's going to go straight through the hill, to the right a little bit, to the left a little bit, straight on, and then to the right a little bit, and to the left a little bit, and straight on to the right, yep, then to the left again, and it's going to be just, oh god, it needs to go under, and flat. That might actually be the right level for it, now that I think about it. It could be. Let's see if we can, oh yeah, that's actually potentially almost perfect. There, and then straight through. There we go. Staff path. Looks, interesting. Definitely interesting. Let's just do this. Take that into the mountain, then get rid of these bits. So there's our staff path, which is always nice to have. Do a little bit of a path there, bring this to here, and now the staff have an easy enough way to get here. Unfortunately, I don't know the best way to connect this to the other side. So it may have actually been a better idea to, well, I can't actually tunnel here, can I? I can't go down. No, I'm as low down as I can actually go. Good. That's just fabulous. Let's go up then and over this and down, I guess. Yeah, that works. So go to there and bring this back a little bit and go to there. Beautiful. That's actually worked out better than I thought it would. So the staff now have an easier way to get to this side of the park, which is exactly what they needed. So that's fantastic. Let me just run the paving under here. And we're good. A much quicker way for staff to get there. In fact, it may be worthwhile just making that a path that pedestrians can take, because it would save them having to go the whole way around. So that might actually be a good idea. Let's give this a shot. Okay, this has not worked the way I hoped it would. Can I select this path here? So if I just double click, oh boy, that's made things a little bit complicated. Let me run this pedestrian path into here, and I really need to get rid of the staff path, but I can't actually bloody see it. There is a way to do it though. Visualizers underground. There we go. So let's pause and fix the staff path. The path has been updated. There we go. It is now a lovely pedestrian path, which is absolutely fantastic. It means anyone can get to the other side of the park, which is exactly what we want. I'll tell you what we haven't done, though. We haven't gone ahead and put the rocks in there that would absolutely sell this look. And I think I'll also add a dead tree to it as well, just to help a little bit, because I think it's going to need it. So we'll do that. We'll grab some rocks. I don't think I'll use as many here. We'll just use a couple since we have the trees there already. So we'll use a little bit of a flat rock, I think, just for there. And a bit of a bigger rock for that side. And maybe just a slightly taller rock for somewhere here, like that. And then all we really need is the tall grass. And we're good. So a little bit of tall grass there. A little bit of tall grass there. And a little bit just there and there. I'm aware this rock is absolutely floating. So I'm gonna get rid of that because it looks kind of terrible. And add in maybe a... oh, I don't know, actually. This is a bit of a weird place for it to go. That rock will be floating too. That'll be floating as well, but probably looking less noticeable, yeah. I guess that works. Sort of hides it a little bit, and then all we need to do is go ahead and detail this tunnel as well. I was going to say all of them, but I think I'm going to save detailing all of the tunnels for a bit of a time-lapse at the start of the next episode. Because I've just noticed the runtime thus far. Thus far, I've been recording for 47 minutes. Don't know how long this episode's going to be, but I've been recording for 47 minutes. So I think I will cut that in just a moment. But first, all we need to do is just add some long grass to these rocks. I know there wouldn't necessarily be long grass here, but I really like how the long grass makes it look. I think it just adds to it so much. There we go. That looks better. Okay, well that's clearly all right. There do seem to be a few people using the that ride here, what do they think of it? Generally, it's alright. There's a few people in the food court, which is nice. The food court is taking a bit of time to be stocked, but this area in general, I think, is going to be a little bit barren until we add more stuff to it. But I think for now, it's actually okay. This area is coming along. There's definitely a need for more genders, I'll tell you that. There's definitely that need. But it's coming along, and I am actually very happy with how the park in general is looking like. If we zoom out, we are so close to filling this map. And I honestly think what's going to end up happening is we'll probably bring the mountains in here a little bit and put something in this space, and then bring the mountains sort of around to meet here. And I think, honestly, I'm probably not going to do anything in this corner down here, because I kind of like the idea of sort of just cutting the park off where my mouse is going there, just around that space. So this is our last working space up here, and there is still a lot of detailing to be done in the mine, so it's definitely coming along, it's definitely getting there, and I'm definitely happy with it, but I guess I'm a little bit sad that it is also sort of coming to an end. And I will say now, my policy for working with Parkitect will probably be a case of, when this season's done, I will leave the game for a few months and then do a season 2. Because there's no point coming back to this every update, because the last update added 1 coaster and I think a couple of changes. So after a few updates, when there's a few more coasters and hopefully a couple more flat rides, we can come back to it. But with that in mind, oh god, I'm sort of sat in someone, there we go, I'm sorry. Oh god, they're terrifying. With that in mind though, I mean, I am very happy with how this whole area is looking. I definitely think it's interesting. This guy's got his hands in the air, celebrating, screaming. Same thing, really. He's enjoying himself, apparently. He's, you know, got a sturdy neck, I hope. Because if he doesn't, he's probably not going to survive this. But whatever the case, the park's coming along. I'm very happy with it. These guys are all apparently very happy with it. And in total, we currently have almost 300 people in the park, which most of whom are probably stuck on the track over here. No, they're not. That's surprising. I guess there's fewer people taking the trains to get about, but that's actually okay by me. Where the hell are the trains? That's not okay by me. Where the hell are my trains? Have I closed this? No, there's a train. Okay, meaning the other one's probably somewhere behind it. Interesting. That's very interesting. Where the hell's the other train? Oh, there it is. Okay, well, the trains are running, so I'm not too worried, although I will actually just turn this off for a second, because I want to, not edit the track, but edit the policies, because I think we're just going to drop it down to 2 trains, because one train, sorry, because we don't need more than that right now, since people are just taking the paths. But with that in mind, folks, I'm going to leave it there for today. We have our train running, not that many people are using it, but I like it from an aesthetic standpoint. We do need to fill out some space here, and I reckon we'll get 1 or 2 more episodes out of this after this one. I think, if I just have a little, no, I'll not bother having a look again. I think we'll get 1 or 2 more episodes, whatever the case, because we're so close to completing this entire park and map, and I'm really happy with it. So, with that in mind, like I said, I will see you next time, folks. Bye-bye.